Welcome to the Australian Open.
Oh, that's a beauty. Oh, what an athlete!
All right, folks, we are here on the Canadian Tennis Stream. Welcome back to the show, the running show. Today joined by special guests from the South in California, Craig Shapiro. Where are you from? Is it from the Craig Shapiro Tennis Podcast, part of the Craig Shapiro Podcast Tennis Academy, which is all part of CSPN? Is that correct? Did I leave anything out?
The worldwide leader in all the tennis things, right? At the end.
That's facts. That's facts right there. How are you doing, sir?
Good. Are you in Toronto?
I am on Vancouver Island, just up the coast
you're in
from
Vancouver.
you.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so West Coast Canada represents.
So you're not as I had that wrong. You're on the same time as me, so you're doing good.
That's correct. Yes, not too late. It's pretty good actually. I didn't think this might be the last match that's good time. If the Canadians keep getting any deeper, they're going to start putting them on the prime slots, I think. But yeah, welcome people to the show. Thanks for joining us again. We're going to be doing our watch along, our watch party. We're going to get into this matchup, Shapovalov versus Zverev. Obviously, super potent matchup. Both guys just know how to hit the ball. Both guys know how to play really well, and have obviously played really well in this tournament. What's your kind of initial thoughts, Craig, on this matchup between Zverev and Shapovalov?
I know your people don't want to hear this, but I'm picking Zverev to win the tournament. I think that I think a lot of things, but I think that with Djokovic not playing in particular, and all that happened, it took a massive amount of oxygen out of the event, away from the other players. And I think it's, really helped Zverev, who's been, incredibly focused, unbelievable results, playing better and better to, essentially come into this match gunning on all cylinders. And I'm not sure you could say the same for Denis. I don't think he's been playing very well. I think he's gotten tight at the back end of a lot of sets. So I don't know, but obviously that's why they play the match, right? You got to see what happens.
That's right. That is why they play the match. And I think you're right about Shapovalov. He hasn't played his best this tournament. I thought his match against Opelka, not sure how much of that one you saw. That was a pretty solid performance from him. I thought Riley really allowed himself to get rattled when the chair umpire gave him a time violation warning. It really it sort of adjusted his rhythm, unfortunately, right? And I didn't necessarily think. I mean, listen. You're in the third round of the Australian Open. You're supposed to win that match, and he did. So the win's a win. I'm not gonna. You can only say so much about it. I mean, Riley Opelka is 7 feet tall and is serving bombs, and Denis beat him. So that was that. That's true. And I thought Denis was seeing the ball really well on the return, which translated to him hitting his forehand good, and he served pretty well as well. So he's gonna have to do a lot of that right, obviously, tonight with Zverev, who I agree, like you said, with Djokovic in the tournament, he was going to be maybe his biggest threat, Zverev, based on the way he finished last season. He finished last season, I think, as the best player on hard court, winning the ATP finals, beating Novak and Medvedev back-to-back. That was pretty sweet if you're a Zverev fan. So yeah, I think it's a tough ask for Shapovalov today, but they're both gamers and they're both
want to win. They both got pride. So you're right. That's why we play the match.
It's a big statement match for both guys. Denis really needs to be winning these kind of matches at this time in his career. Otherwise, there's kind of a feeling that, the moment can sort of pass you by, where you're not competing in the second week of tournaments. You're not competing in majors.
Yeah.
Obviously the fourth round's the second week, but really, he wants to be at the back end of the second week of these tournaments. He's so athletic and so good. But a loss, I think, really it sets him back in the conversation. But obviously, you can change your trajectory in 2 weeks, right? He could leave here and go win Miami and go win Indian Wells, and that's what makes tennis so incredible. You can change everything quick, but
that's right.
As far as majors go and stuff, you gotta think that this is a big one for Denis.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, if you can get this,
particularly with Ogier Aliassime playing, so well in his last match.
Yeah.
I'm just here now. I'm here with you. I have it. Denis is serving 15-30.
Yeah, and he just won the point 30-30. That's where I'm at. Is that ahead of you?
You're ahead of me. Shit.
No, that's all good. I can switch it up. I got the TSN feed. I'll do that. But first of all, credit where credit's due. Shout out Robert, just signed up for the member. That is legendary. Thank you guys for all being in here, getting around it. You can see our data up on the score here. We got the custom Canadian scoreboard showing the top ranked Canadians on men and women. I was really looking forward to doing some Leylah Annie Fernandez streams, Craig, but I had to pick if I was going to do her first match or Felix's first match, and I thought Felix's match was going to be better because I thought she might just beat this qualifier, and she ended up getting routined. What'd you make of that?
I didn't think she was ready to play. I was surprised at how bad she played. I'd actually been tight to the court when she, dismantled Sabalenka in the semi at the U.S. Open, and I was really impressed with her quality. Yeah, see, I mean, that's the kind of forehand that, you just don't want to be missing these sort of rally forehands in the center of the court.
If you're Shapovalov, yeah.
Yeah, you just blow the ball off the court, and now it's deuce. It's these kind of matches and sets could get away from a player really, really quick.
Yep.
I think so, yeah.
He was good on serve.
A foot and a half long. Are you with me now? Is it deuce?
Yep, deuce second serve.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, no, it's you got to be solid, and he was in a good rhythm against Opelka, and obviously, like you said, I think nerves are going to be high for him on this. That's another bad miss there. Hey, he's got a lot of nerves coming into this match because, like you said, he wants to be the guy into the second week of the Slam. This is not yet the second week, right? This is first week still, so he's got to.
No, it's the fourth round, so today's Sunday, right? So
yeah, true. So is this technically second week then?
Absolutely.
Okay, so second week, but he does have that pressure of wanting to, I think, do better than Felix, and not that they're competing. Well, I mean, everyone's competing against everyone else, but he's basically, similar age to Zverev. He kind of all grew up together, right? So I feel like, yeah, there's that fear of missing out big time for both of these guys if they lose, because they feel like they're falling behind big time.
I mean, Zverev should never. When you have a second serve, you should not miss that return. You could see how agitated he is, right? You should not miss that return whatsoever. ever.
Yeah.
No.
Maybe he's a bit tight as well. He's got, I think there's this phenomenon, right? When Djokovic leaves the tournament, like you said, there's, oxygen leaves the tournament. But I think all the belief or for so many more guys comes up and be like, man, I could actually possibly win this tournament. Like it's just another tournament now with Djokovic out. It's like all those Masters 1000s last year where Djokovic wasn't there. So I think it's going to make the big favorites like Medvedev and Zverev more nervous in these matches where they're expected to win. And now they got a big opportunity to actually win a slam without Djokovic being in the way. Might make them play worse. So that's yet to be seen. But yeah, rough start here for Shapo.
Well, let's see. He's hanging in there.
If he gets that first serve bang, and it's a really, really good serve. So he's got to have it. Got John saying he thinks it's a Medvedev versus Zverev final for sure. That's what everyone's predicting, I think. But I think Rafa.
I don't think you want to count out Rafa.
I don't think so.
Yannick Sinner is somebody else is going to start winning some of these matches, I think. So we'll see. But I felt like Zverev is going to be right there to win the tournament. But geez, I mean, who won that first set? Did Rafa win it, or did who won that? Or Mannarino?
I'm looking that up right now. It's 8-8 right now in the tiebreaker. Geesh, Mannarino's kind of playing better than Rafa this first set. Now it's set point Rafa. Set point Rafa. Game point Shapovalov. The first game, trying to get on the board. And he does it. Shapo gives a little fist pump, and that's our first opportunity to play the little sticker we have for him.
From Canada, Denis Shapovalov.
You got his name down, right, Craig? You're not mispronouncing his last name?
I call him different names. I say Shapovalov and I say Shapovalov. I like them both. I don't think anyone's going to correct me. I like to say them both ways. Shapovalov and Shapovalov.
We had it's hard when you hear these with
I call Patrick Moratoglu and Muratoglu.
I know.
When I called him Muratoglu. So, I think maybe there's a different way to say his name that he won't get too tweaked about. Shapovalov.
Right. I think I don't know. Probably I just call him Shapstick. No, but I think it's with Auger Aliassime. A lot of these English commentators just butcher the French, right? They're like Auger Aliassime or whatever. And just hearing that all night long is tough look.
Wow, Rafa just won that. Oh, wait, the kid. Oh, wow.
Oh, my gosh, that was on the line.
Yeah. Oh, it's 9-all. And it's 9-all. 25-shot rally. Oh, my God.
So, folks, we're watching kind of two matches right now. We're watching Zverev Shapovalov, obviously, but we also got our eye on Mannarino-Nadal.
Are people watching us right now? Is this happening? Are there people?
Yeah, we got people. Can you see their
No, where are they? How do I look?
In the StreamYard kind of portal that you're in, you can click on the comment part and you can see all the people live commenting.
If I exit the full screen, do I see that?
Probably.
Comments. Oh, I see King of Oh, wow, this is great. The ball toss is going weird. Where is Gold Wolf? This is a watch along. Are these your friends busting your chops or what? This Craig guy is so annoying because he pauses every 10 seconds because he doesn't know what the hell to say. Oh, thank you, King of Just.
They're pretty savage.
I'm getting I'm getting used to this, man. Give me a break.
Just give it back to him, Craig. He won't care.
No, I'm trying to learn the program and how this whole thing works, man.
I wonder what the Tennis Channel live people see when they how they react when they read your live tweets of their show. It's got to be similar.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Listen, I can handle the criticism. Sorry, King Adjust.
Shapovalov 30 all now
Meanwhile,
in
Rafa
Zverev's service game.
Mannarino in a wicked set. Wowzers.
Yeah. If he can win this first set, that's a big move for. Oh, it's set point now for Nadal on his serve, 10-9.
Correct.
Shapovalov playing solid from the baseline now, getting to a deuce in the Zverev first single service game. Could be in for a long night here. I don't know if I'll make it the whole time. My wife actually has COVID right now, and we've been isolating together. Obviously, not really isolated, but just in the house together for a couple of days. So I definitely also have COVID now because I haven't been not being around her.
This Mannarino match is wild. I've been during the. I tested positive and have a little cold a couple weeks ago. I still have a little bit of. So I've been just watching tennis, monitoring the situation.
You got the CSPN doctors on the case. You got your CSPN medical staff.
I don't have any issues. I'm vaxxed and boosted, so that's what's going on.
Right on.
Wow, it is 10 all in the Mannarino-Nadal breaker.
Crazy.
I know King Adjust. King Adjust.
King Adjust. What is that name about? We need
King Adjust, man. That's fantastic. Ooh, Mannarino just hit a real nervous backhand. Set point number 6 for Rafa.
Ooh, that was a stinky little backhand.
He got tight.
Someone was saying, Craig. So give the viewers a little bit of a background on Craig Shapiro. I don't think they know who they're talking to.
No. My show is the Craig Shapiro Tennis Podcast. Steven's been kind and has had me on. I have sort of an interesting tennis background. When I was Steven's age, I traveled with Agassi and I strung his rackets, and then I went on to a career in sports television, and I did documentaries and a bunch of programming for the Tennis Channel over the years, and a lot of other stuff too. And wow, Mannarino 11 all, and I have a tennis podcast that has been quite well received. My show's a just a interview show. I don't really share a lot of opinions, and I talk to people I think are the most interesting people in the sport. My last couple guests, I just had a young woman who got to 54 in the world on the show, who was unable to go to Australia to play qualies because she's Russian and she has the Sputnik vaccine, the Russian vaccine, and it wasn't allowed. And they allowed it just a couple days ago. So her name's Natalia Viklianseva. Had a good conversation with her. Very interesting. Before that, I had, right as Novak was about to be, announced that they were going to kick him out for the second time, I had Craig O'Shaughnessy on my show, who was on Novak's team as his sort of strategist and stats guy. That was kind of interesting. I've had Renee Stubbs on from, the broadcaster and former world number 1 doubles player. Long-time Australian Fed Cupper on my show. So that's what I do. And I'm the head of an imaginary tennis academy that, is quite progressive. The Craig Shapiro Tennis Podcast, Tennis Academy.
It's amazing. No academy has this.
No academy has this, man. Oh, Rafa. This is a crazy, crazy tiebreaker. It's 12 all.
Oh my gosh. You're ahead of me on that one too somehow. Rafa's defending.
Oh my God. Let's see. New comments. This Craig guy is so annoying. Who is that match? Zverev Shapovalov. Set point for the Frenchman now. Mannarino should have won this. Robert. I'm joking. All right. So we got a few guys in here.
If you guys are watching this, let us
Oh,
know
I
where
know.
you're watching
Mannarino
from.
hurt himself.
No. What did he do? Pull a groin?
I don't know. He like 74-minute first set and still going 12 all. Oh my god.
That's crazy.
That is totally crazy.
Shapovalov with the Air Jordan hang time. That flying single-handed back.
I don't know if anybody's. Do we need to move over to the Shapovalov match? Is that the important thing to do here? Am I
No, we're
killing?
keeping an eye on both. It's all good.
Okay,
I think everyone else is probably watching both as well.
Okay, all right.
We do what the people want. We're programming. We're people focused.
Rafa is serving 12 all into the deuce court, and he missed the serve long. I mean, Rafa, 34, didn't play the Open, right?
Yeah.
He looks unbelievable. Mannarino, though, is playing really well.
Set point. Wow.
Another one, though. He's had his third, and Rafa's had 6. It's
Crazy.
totally unbelievable. Yeah.
That is crazy. Mannarino's pressing, man. He's hitting the ball real clean tonight. I've heard he got,
He's been playing very well. He's been playing very, very well. He's been lights out, so.
Oh, Rafa hits
this
it.
This is a big time test for Rafa. Wow. Unbelievable.
Crazy. At this age, Rafa doesn't want to play 4 or 5 sets if he doesn't have to. So he's trying. He's fighting for this first set hard.
Rafa fights for every point hard. He doesn't. He never stops. He's unbelievable. This is like a totally crazy set. I hope I'm not wrecking your Canadian.
No, this is great. It's really the international tennis stream because majority of my followers. Another set point for Mannarino. Jeepers.
Rafa missed the return long.
Shapovalov now up 2-1. Coming forward. He's got a little look into the Zverev service game. Man, if Nadal loses his first set, that'll be interesting.
I agree. I have both feeds. I have the ESPN feed and the international feed, and the international feed has Mark Philippoussis on it. I can't hear him because I turned it for us, but
yeah.
Wow, 14-14.
Crazy. 14-14 in the Rafa Mannarino match. 2 break points now for Shapovalov early in the first set.
Oh, let's go back to that. I'm gonna go back to Shapovalov. Let's see.
Zverev misses the first serve.
You're a beat ahead of me, man. You're like
Craig's phone is blowing up.
That's annoying, huh? I don't know how to get rid of that. Let me see if I can get rid of it. I have a lot of people. I'll just put it on airplane mode.
Wow, and Shapovalov gets the break.
Shapo breaks. It looks like Zverev is a little tight.
Yep.
Not shocking.
As an aside, it's super, super hot in Melbourne today.
Yep.
Part of me
right?
feels like I know Zverev has played very well in like super hot weather, but I also think that he can wilt. And he looks a little bit rattled. He looks a little bit wilty.
Little wilty, hey?
I mean, he looks like that. He's got kind of that hangdog look about him. I shouldn't really speak to that match. I haven't watched enough of it.
Oof. See that volley that rolls over the net there? That's the members bounce, we call that.
I don't know how to get rid of these beeps. I really
is that coming off your computer, not your phone?
Yeah, it's coming off my computer.
It's not that bad.
How do I shut that down?
I don't know. Click on the Apple. I'm assuming you're on a Mac.
Yeah.
Click on the Apple.
Preferences.
System preferences, notifications. I don't know. I'm not too worried about it.
It's a lot, man. All my texts are coming through like that. Let's see. Oh wow, Rafa won the set.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm getting. Do you see what's happening? It's like the whole world is texting me.
Yeah, you gotta. That's an issue.
Yeah, that's a total issue. If I quit messages, let's see there.
Rafa's upset. He needs to change his shorts. He said he's drenched in sweat. He can't handle it. Meanwhile, we got Shapo routining Zverev over here, 4-1.
Okay, I'm on Shapovalov. I'm on
3-1.
I'm on Shapovalov now.
3-1. Thank you guys for joining the stream. You guys are legendary for being here. Smash the like button, subscribe. You know what it is. Join like Robert did if you guys want to be a goat of the Canadian tennis stream. I'm excited to do that in 2022. I think I got big dreams for the Canadian players. I think between Felix and Denis, Layla, and Bianca, if she ever plays tennis again, we could have some big results this year. I don't want to put too much pressure on them as far as like we're definitely getting another Grand Slam, but if Novak doesn't play many more slams, I have a lot more faith in Felix or Denis possibly getting their mitts on one.
Yeah, listen, I mean, okay, but I don't know. I don't know. I quit my messages, so I don't know why I'm still beeping here. I apologize.
All good.
No, I don't. I do apologize. I don't want to have.
There's got to be notifications somewhere in the system preferences.
Yeah, I'm in here now. General. Let's see what happens. General. Tags. Oh, that's Finder preferences. No. System preferences. Sound. Output volume. Let's see if that did anything. Denis is playing great, and Zverev is He looks like he looks like a little out of sorts. He doesn't look good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, I haven't seen Zverev in this type of situation I haven't seen him looking like this for a while. He's definitely a bit rattled.
You're right. His serve is like way off the court. He looks totally out of sorts. And look where Denis is standing, Steven. Look how far back. That's amazing. Right in the shadow.
In the second serve, he did that against Opelka too. On the second serve, he went way back. Just trying to make sure he never misses a second serve, I think. Second serve return.
Denis is playing great.
Denis has got such a sick game. I'm such a fan of his strokes.
You see that? Denis Zverev missed the ball.
Yeah, that's not.
That was odd.
He looks like he's like drunk or something out there, maybe. Oh yeah, if you go to notifications and focus,
My man, sorry, notifications.
and then you go down to messages and you turn off allow notifications.
All right.
Shows all the apps.
It looks like I did something, man. I'm not gonna. Let's see if it buzzes again. I don't think so. King adjusts. He said Craig is gonna chuck the phone out the window if he gets another text. That's true.
Good. The whole laptop's going with it.
The whole thing is having a King adjust has got the jokes though.
Did that? Yeah, people are saying that tiebreaker Nadal Adrian, that was insane. I think there's a lot of guys in this tournament who look at Nadal and say, I can take a piece of that. Like I think a lot of them, there's not that aura of unbeatability anymore. I think a guy like Zverev, I feel like a guy like Medvedev, I feel like a guy like Tsitsipas, even Shapovalov, guys like that, they would have a pretty solid belief that they can win in Rafa's current state as far as age goes, but he could obviously still beat all of them too.
Yeah, it's like a total anomaly how he hits that forehand in particular and how he competes and his ability to have that crazy intensity.
Yeah.
Well, that was a solid hold from Zverev, and now we'll see if Denis gets tight. Denis has been getting tight at the back ends of sets. Sort of continues to be a problem for him.
True.
Rich Ireland, you're right that Sasha kind of could be starting a little bit of a late. He gets a little bit of a late start, and sometimes the first set can just be a throwaway set. But he just looks very listless to me at the moment.
Yeah. His first serve, he's getting it. According to these stats, he's got 79% of his first serve and 15 for 19, but hasn't been paying off. It's kind of interesting.
It's crazy how he can just sort of fly that, like hit such a loose forehand. Right when he's kind of has that sort of opportunity to go for the jugular and kind of close the show.
Yep. What do you think about Jamie Delgado joining the Shapovalov camp?
I don't know a lot about him.
I've noticed Shapovalov this year has not been. He's not been. How last year, I think we talked during the Australian Open last year, and Shapovalov was always yelling up at his block, yelling at his mom type thing. He was freaking out a lot more back then. He's really cooled that down. I heard it a bit due to his girlfriend maybe telling him to chill, and maybe having a guy like Delgado in the box might help.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think you want to behave like you see your girlfriend doesn't want to see you yelling at your mother. That's for sure. No, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no bueno. Yeah.
I was actually texting with somebody the other day. I said, I miss him yelling at his mother. I thought I got a kick out of it.
Was there?
Just like so dysfunctional,
Yeah, it's like
but I do have a feeling the girlfriend Miriam Bjorklund might have said, hey, I mean, it makes me a little. I don't really like that you yell at your mother. You got to stop that. But I don't know a lot about Jamie Delgado. He's a British player who had very mid-level results.
Right.
And I know he played doubles with Jamie Murray at different times. I don't know a lot about him. I kind of thought that the Russian was a good coach for him, but I guess
Yuzhny.
I don't know what happened to Uzni. Why they stopped.
Yeah, I don't know. After Shapovalov had that great run at Wimbledon last year, he even admitted to me, I was in some press rooms asking him questions about, he had a pretty bad second half of the year last year. And he said, he's lost a bit of motivation, lost the plot somehow. I feel like when that happens to a player, even if it's their own fault, sometimes they just want to shake up the camp to get some new inspiration or whatever.
That was great. The way he's playing is really, really good.
Wow, yeah, that's great.
He's just so talented and so flashy, like
yeah.
If he just put it together, he could be. I mean, he's really tough to deal with.
He's got. Where would you rank it?
Sorry,
when he's hitting his forehand well, like how would you rank like the liveness of his arm compared to anyone else on tour? Like how
his whole body is like super bouncy. I talk about that a lot. Yeah, Shapovalov's got a super bouncy body. I think, there's something like Racket when he served had like a super bouncy body and a super loose shoulder.
Yeah.
Super carbonated shoulder, carbonated arm.
Yeah.
And I like the way that, like, I feel like Denis is the same, like super athletic, but
yeah,
he gets tight when he gets, he's got I don't know if he's improved. He's had a terrible overhead over the years. And he's had he's kind of had some, high volley and overhead issues, and has had a hard time closing the show.
Yeah. I always just go back to, and I've talked about it a lot, like how long it took club Fed, as you say, I'm like Federer, how long it took him to get from being like the super talented guy that everyone knew had the potential to being like the professional week in, week out player, and then let his talent take him to the heights.
Roger beat Pete at Wimbledon when he was 21 or something. So you have to look that up, but
but I'm saying, and that's 21, right? So Shapo's 22, but then he even after Fed beat Sampras at Wimbledon in 2001, he actually might have only been 20 at that point. There's still another kind of 2 years there and 2 full seasons until he really put it together week in, week out and started just dominating. So I like to give these young guys a bit of time, like wait till they're 23, 24 if they're not piecing it together, then they're probably missing it out. I don't know.
I didn't realize Denis is only 22. And how old is Felix?
21.
Wow. Yeah. No, I mean, they could be good for 13 years, 14. They could be good for a long time. That's exciting. Look at that.
Yeah, man.
All broke to start the second set. I mean, that's just a major statement.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yep. It's it's an exciting time for Canadian tennis, that's for sure. As you can probably tell, we got, Felix and Shapo, 2 of the nastiest players on the ATP, and then we got Leylah Annie Fernandez and Bianca Andreescu, 2 pretty interesting, obviously super capable girls on the women's side. So it's pretty crazy how good it's gotten. Because when I started watching tennis in like 2009-10, there was really no one, and then Milos came along, and then Jeannie Bouchard. And now this next gen of Canadians are like next level.
Yeah. I've interacted with Andreescu. I've had Andreescu on my show.
Oh, really? Nice.
Yeah, I like her a lot. I thought she was, I actually talked to her right after she had won Cincinnati before she won the Open, and then
crazy.
I talked to her at Media Day at the U.S. Open. I'd met her, and she was playing in an EXO in Albany, New York. We talked. She actually gave me her cell phone number. I have her number in my phone, which is sort of creepy and hilarious, because I don't think she, I don't know. I mean, it's like she had this breakout moment where she, she won the U.S. Open, and like 2 weeks later, she was giving like this guy who introduced himself to the podcast her number to, she's like, text me, we'll do it,
Yeah.
So. But I like her a lot. I hope she figures stuff out. She fired her agent, her trainer, her coach, all in the same moment,
twice, right? So
Yeah.
now she's not playing. So I think that's concerning.
Yeah, I didn't know that she did that whole clean sweep of the house twice. Hey, that's like I've always thought, like, is that
she shut down Octagon and signed with IMG. She shut down her Quebecois coaches.
right?
Hired, I think Sven Grunewald. He's no longer with her. She.
Oh, he's not.
No.
Oh wow.
No. So I think that's a big if she's gonna kind of, man, when she won the US Open, she was the most confident player in the whole world.
That's right.
I watched her play a practice set before the tournament and was like, yo, man, nobody's beating this girl.
Yeah.
No, she was lights out.
It's weird. Like, what do you think? Like, and this is obviously just us speculating, but like, there has to be mismanagement of her career at some point when she's played like 3 tournaments in 2 years.
Yeah, I know. I think that she's had trouble with injuries since she was a junior, and it seemed like she was playing too much. Like she had won Indian Wells, and then she went to Miami. And then she was out all the way until Cincinnati. Then she made another run and won the Cincinnati and the U.S. Open. And then she got hurt again after. So it's been like one thing after another.
Yeah, that's where I mean. Like I'm not.
Looks so fit. Like when you see her in person, you can't believe that she could have such injury problems, but. She has sort of a short torso and big, strong legs. I'd be curious what the inside word is on her injury problems, but I know she took it real serious. Wow, look at Shapovalov. Look at this.
Look at this, man.
Boom. Textbook. Easy style right there.
Wow.
Easy power, easy style. Serves Zverev all the way out wide, and on those big points, that can opener, McEnroe out wide to the ad court lefty serve is just that lefty slice serve is just unbelievable. Yeah. I mean, Zverev was all the way off the court.
Crazy. So Shapovalov takes the first set 6-3, and what is that? How many minutes is that? Not very long. 39 minutes. That's surprising. I thought Zverev was going to come out a lot tighter than he, in a good way, playing a lot better than he is. And because it was at the beginning there, it looked like Shapo was the nervous one. And interesting times. We got to see. It'll be interesting to see how this next set starts, because I'm just thinking about it now. From a Shapovalov perspective, if he does end up pulling this out and wins, man, there's so much opportunity on this top half. He'll probably play Nadal next. He'll love a rematch with that, because he felt, I think last year they played in Madrid semifinal and he had a match point, didn't convert. Yeah. He'd love another piece of that. And then it's just like, who knows? It's like I said, with Djokovic out, man, I think a lot of these players got a little tingle. They got a little tingle down in their loins about, what could happen? What could happen? Because in reality, it's like, how many of those guys, if they're playing Novak Djokovic, who's won this title 9 times, if they're playing Novak Djokovic in the semifinal or the final, how many guys on the men's side actually think that they have a chance?
I'm looking at these comments, and I see that my man King of Just is looking for a Carreno Busta win. I'm not seeing that, but man, imagine what the ratings would be if Carreno Busta got to the final. That would be tragic. Dude, that would be tragic to an already sort of tragic situation.
That would be.
Rich Ireland. Here's the litmus test. How does Sasha answer a first set like that? Craig may have, I don't know. Let's see. That's exactly right. That's exactly right.
We just shanked the forehand on the first point, so Hopefully that's not an indication, but we'll see.
Mannarino will be an easy win for Nadal. That's what
Well,
Florida.
now he probably will.
Australia fans say. I don't know about that, my man. You guys should all be listening to my podcast though and following me on Instagram. It's
That's right.
C-Shap Tennis Pod, CSHAP Tennis Pod on Instagram, and then the Craig Shapiro Tennis Podcast. You just got to write that in, and you can listen to it wherever you listen to a podcast.
That's right. For the new people here, people are coming in all the time to the stream. Got a good bunch of people here. The
Look at
Craig
that
Shapiro,
in there. That's nice.
former racket stringer for Andre Agassi.
That was just for a little moment in time. I would, it's funny. I actually ran into Andre and Steffi in Vegas in December. Shortly after Andre's dad passed. Yeah, there was a baseball game I wanted to watch, and I popped out to a place that I like, sort of in Summerlin, like the neighborhoods outside of Vegas, and there's a place I wanted to, and sure enough, Andre and Steffi were there, and we talked for a good moment. We had a good moment, and we sort of shot the shit, and it was cool. It was good to see him. In fact, can you see this? This is his racket.
No way.
Yeah, that's Andre's stick.
You don't see that every day, folks, on the YouTubes. You don't see that type of material every day. No academy has this.
No, nobody's got this. That's for sure. This is so Jay was a guy named Jay Schweid, and he had this. He did the rackets for all the players, and I worked for Jay. And,
okay.
I spent a little while traveling with Andre through 1998, and this is a racket never been used. Well, actually, yeah, no.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, no. This is one of his sticks, and you can see. For some reason, I thought that there was an AA in the throat, but I guess there wasn't on this one. Let's see.
How do we get?
No, there wasn't on. There's this one. This one doesn't, but this has the. If you look in the throat, there's the Jay's custom stringing tension, and this one was 64 on February 26th. So maybe,
wow,
this was 1998 or 19. Yeah, I think it's probably 1990. I'd have to look, but it was probably 1998, February 26th, which would be. It was probably Miami, is what I'm.
Yeah, it's pretty epic.
I'd have to look, but the other thing is Andre always played with a leather grip with a Turner grip over it.
Yeah.
I don't know why I think at some point I pulled the Turner. I think the Turner grip got nasty over the last 20 years or whatever, and then you can see the natural gut in the crosses and the Kevlar in the mains, and the Kevlar.
That's cool.
Yeah, and it just broke. The string just broke from old age on the. Hold on.
Yeah. Wow.
Just broke on the grommet here.
Yeah.
Gut just broke from old age, which is kind of fun. But then also you can see the head. Only Andre, I believe, had this, which was the head with the red dot in the middle.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like little things, and the racket is a fucking club. And the other thing about the racket that's interesting.
How many grams is that unstrung? Like 350, 340?
No. Strung, I think it was 335, something like that. But it's heavy. It's really heavy, and it's 64 pounds with Kevlar and gut is super stiff.
Yeah.
Rubber band was always tied a special way. And, you can see also, too, the strings are like mega straight. We always would straighten the strings perfectly. And Andre needed it like that, like a baseball bat. There's probably some lead tape underneath the handle. I'm not going to open that right now. And then what else? Oh, so the stringing pattern is interesting. Like this is a specially made racket for Andre. They didn't sell this. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
What?
8.
Yeah, what pro stock model? Like, what is it based off of a model that they sold, or was it like a pro stock just cut
This
totally
is
custom?
20 names and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15,
Just
16.
a quick introduction here. We just got hammer time for Zverev. He just absolutely teed his racket, gets broken in the first service game of the second set, and that's a solid racket break.
Ooh, Zverev just absolutely
Just
torpedoed
mashed it.
the racket.
Ooh,
Trying to
folks.
kind of shake himself up a little bit. He's upset.
He's
He's
upset.
pulling the racket out of the bag. Last thing, 21 by 20 racket pattern, which is kind of a
That's
there's
dense.
extra strings in the racket because
That's a lot of string on the ball. Hey,
it's because Andre he wanted more control, and
Right.
the more strings in the racket, the more control you have.
crazy.
Yeah.
That's really cool. Thanks for showing that. That's when I make it down to California and I get the real tour of the studios, that'll be cool to see.
You gotta come see the clubhouse. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, I bet you streamers didn't you think you'd be seeing an Andre Agassi Pro Stock edition from 20 years ago on tonight's stream, but that's what happens when you tune in to the hottest stream on YouTube. Wow, I can't believe it. Really, I actually can't really believe this. That Shapovalov is like routining Zverev right now.
Yeah, he's burying him. He's kicking his ass.
6-3, 6-1, or 6-3, 1-0. This is going to change. It will change at some point. I think the end of this second set's going to get real interesting. And even if Shapovalov wins the first 2 sets, it's not over.
Rich Ireland, you're right. Kevlar and Gut. It's interesting. It's because Andre played with Prince Graphite. You know, that's what he came up with. So this is almost like a Prince Graphite with more strings in it, and the string. There was a string called Prince Pro Blend, which was like half Kevlar and half of synthetic. So the natural progression for him was to like make his own kind of Pro Blend. So that's what he plays with. Sorry, that's what he played with.
Wonder what he plays with now.
He plays with.
Oh, he plays with a nice Prestige, hey? Just a silky smooth Prestige.
No. He plays probably with. I think he plays with that racket, but like a different, and I believe he uses Luxilon. I believe. I have to. I could check that. I'll check that for you.
Luxilon's pretty dominant, hey, on the tour. Is that right?
I think that a lot of players are using a lot of different strings now. I think they're using Big Banger, the Kirschbaum Big Banger. They're using the Lux. They're using the Technofiber. They're using the Yonex string that Kyrgios uses. Babolat,
Polytour Pro.
Babolat has, Rafa still uses that. I think that RPM. I mean, there's a lot of different. I think that's what it's called. I don't follow it that closely. It's like a lifetime ago for me.
Yeah, fair enough.
Wow, Denis is just absolutely pistol whipping Zverev. This is gonna be interesting. He needs to kind of, see that out wide serve. That is so tough to deal with. Woo!
Yeah, I did not. I might be in bed early tonight.
I'm gonna say goodbye to you after this game, my friend.
That's all good.
We'll do this right when now that I know how it works. Oh, let's see if he holds it. But now that I know how it works, I'll be better prepared, and we'll do it cool. You caught me a little by surprise, and I have some other obligations, but I do appreciate coming on.
Of course,
this is fantastic, and thanks you guys for any tennis tech heads in the chat. Yeah, man. No 20 by 21 is unique. That's why I showed you that, man. King of Just is saying that Shapovalov has Zverev mentally. I don't know, man. Let's see what happens here. Don't count your chickens before they hatch, baby.
Yeah, it's a long ways away. I think at Zverev played Felix Auger-Aliassime at Wimbledon. I think Felix was up 2 sets to love, and then they
See
went to
that?
a fifth set, and then he ended up pulling it out.
Zverev looks terrible.
Yeah, wow. This
I'm
looks
gonna
like
shoot a note to someone in his camp. I want to ask him what's going on with Zverev.
is that Mr. I don't want to expose your contact, but I think I know who it is. Man, if Shapovalov comes through this and takes out Zverev, man, that'll be a big time buster for a lot of people's draws. Nadal's starting to look pretty routine now.
Shap just closed the show there. Guys, thank
Beauty.
you very much. Steven, you're a beast. I appreciate it so much. That was really fun. I'll do this again, and we'll do it great. And congratulations on everything you're doing. It's really good.
Appreciate it, my man. Thanks for coming on and entertaining the fans here. I know they're all appreciative. Not every day you get to see an Andy, or sir, who am I talking about? Andre Agassi stick up close like that from back in the day. That's pretty cool.
I'll see you, my man. Thanks a lot, you guys. Ciao.
See you later.
King of Just. You're the best. Thanks, Greg. Andre for did okay for a kid from Henderson. He did okay from a kid for Henderson, for sure. It's super hot in Melbourne. Good night. Ciao, ciao, ciao.
Good night. What a legend, CSPN. It's pretty cool, guys. It's oh my gosh, it is crazy how well Shapovalov is playing. Whenever I have a guest on, it's hard for me to like focus exactly what's going on with the actual tennis. But I don't know about you, but I didn't really see this happening tonight. I thought, Zverev, and it might not be happening, but Zverev is a super tough customer, and he's been playing super well. But Felix actually did beat him in the ATP Cup, if you remember that. So it's not like he's been invincible in Australia, and it's, he's never looked as good on these hard courts as he has in like the indoor hard courts, the slower hard courts, in America, basically. So super interesting. We'll see how this turns around, or if it does, or Shapo Shapo looks like he's hitting the ball very well, and he's hitting the ball very well, but I don't think he's doing anything really insane. I just think Zverev's level is just really not up to it. What do you guys think? You gotta let me know. Let me know. Thanks for liking this video, guys. Everyone smash the like button. That helps us out big time. Our goal for this video is 50 likes. See where we're at. We're at 22, folks. We can get there, I know, because we have kind of just strapping in for this. I have a feeling this won't be a 3-set walkover from Shapovalov, but you never know. You never know. Nadal's up now 5-1 on Mannarino. It's gotten a lot more routine ever since that crazy first set tiebreaker. That was quite amazing. And anything but routine for Zverev, who now is looking to get on the board for the first time. It's 40-15 now. That's right. Where are you guys tuning in from? And do we have any Zverev fans in the chat? I know we have Canadians. D7186 says, as soon as I bet on a player, they play like shit. Well, I wonder what the odds are right now for Zverev, because you could probably get some pretty good value. Let me take a look at that, actually. I want to see what the odds makers are saying. Right now it's saying, wow, yeah, it's giving you 2.2 for your money on Zverev. The odds makers got Shapovalov as a big favorite now. I don't know. No betting advice here. We got Hector Manuel Sasha fan from Texas. King of just smashed the like button like Zverev's rackets. Legendary. No, this is a big result for Shapovalov. If he can pull this off, man, that's a big thing. But we'll see if he can, because it's far from over. You know, I think it is what I said earlier, guys. I think Sasha is feeling that pressure, you know, of Djokovic being out of the tournament. Now he's technically the favorite on the top half. He's usually not the favorite in the draw. So I think that adds pressure, right? Like he feels now like he should. Maybe he might even feel like he should win this Australian Open, because I think he in his mind thinks he's got more right to be in the finals. He's paid more dues than a guy like Medvedev. Zverev has been at the top longer than Medvedev. And then Nadal's older, so I think Zverev's got a lot of pressure on himself to win this slam. That could be it. We'll see, though. We're still early in this match, folks. Double fault to start the service game for Shapovalov. He's been pretty quiet. He's been looking good. Hasn't even been getting too pumped up or anything. And I also might not be able to stay on the whole match live streaming because I have COVID right now. Well, at least my wife does, confirmed, and I'm feeling pretty like crap right now because of that. So it would only make sense for me to also have it. So might not be able to stay the whole match, but send good vibes my way, people, because we're pushing through because the tennis is worth it. And the Shapovalov is just playing huge from the baseline, just really, pushing Zverev around. That's just amazing. Coming forward. We got Noel Constantino watching from Winnipeg. Shout out Winnipeg. Zverev fan from Winnipeg. It's got to be cold there. Rich Ireland's on the island. We know that. That's so tough when you're a champ. Everyone is gunning for you every day. That's facts. That's what's happening. That's what's happening. That is what is happening. Yeah, I think Zverev might be feeling some of that pressure or just having a slow start. You know, it can happen. I think Mannarino's getting looked at now. Interesting stuff. Nadal was super close to losing that first set. Looks like he's going to come through to face the winner of this match. Isn't that right? Yeah, Shapovalov, man, just playing super steady still. Just smashing it. First serve percentage isn't super high. It's crazy that Zverev's is that high, but he's gotten broken twice already. I think Shapovalov's just seeing the ball like a balloon. It's amazing. Shapovalov, big kick out serve, and then shanks the forehand. Big shank from Shapo. Yeah, what do we got here? What do we got? Ooh, Shapovalov getting a little tight, possibly a little tight. Getting to a deuce after being at 40-15. You know, we always knew that this pressure was going to come back on Shapovalov, obviously, after being up off to such a fast start, you know. Karthik saying, do you think Rafa has a tougher battle against Zverev or Shapo in this form? I think Zverev's game is better matched up against Rafa just because he can handle the backhand and the forehand so well. But he's not playing super well right now. But it can change. Things could change within a match. And Shapovalov has just now double faulted twice in a row. So now be down break point. Gabriel, you can watch it on Bet365 if you have that, or there's streams. I don't know. Someone could put a link in the chat if they're streaming it. I'm watching it through the ESPN app in Canada. Break point now for Zverev. Shapovalov misses his 5th serve in a row after 2 double faults. Misses the first serve here. Second one coming, always weird. Gets it in. Oh, gets it in. And Zverev shanks the ball out of the stands, basically. Oh, my goodness. Zverev can't figure out what's going on. He is livid. He can't figure out what's going on. Sorry, King Adjust. Busy over here. Steven, do you like watching soccer? I do, man. I follow Manchester United in England, and then I also follow Northampton Town because that's where my ancestors are from. I think I said that last stream. Deuce, great volley from Shapovalov. Then he misses the next one, and that drops in for Zverev to get another break point. Gabriel, the first one is Bet365. It's betting website, but you can, if you have money in there, you can watch the streams for free. So it's just an option. What other sites have the streams of the matches up? I'm not sure. Depends where you're watching from a bit, Gabriel. Where are you watching from? Well, good return from Zverev. Now he's coming to net. And he gets the break. He's struggling, scrapping to get back in the set. Gets the break back. Now Sasha gets his first little bit of momentum. I think, if he starts, both these guys, as many of the commenters have pointed out, both these guys can be vulnerable to mental lapses, focus lapses. So far it's been Shapovalov being super steady, Zverev being tight, which we've seen throughout his career. Now he gets the break back, and he's already smashed a racket. So is he going to loosen up a bit? Let's see. Let's see how Zverev responds. Starts with a good serve. Yeah, I'd say, I don't know, Gabriel, I'd say paying the $7 for the month for ESPN Plus is probably worth it. Probably your best bet now. Welcome to the stream, folks. If you're new here, consider subscribing. Hit that subscribe button. Join the channel if you can. Gives you special emojis, the golden goat, the golden bagel, and the golden slice that you can use whatever as a badge beside your name. And you support the work of the slice, which if you didn't know, I'm going to Europe during the clay and grass swing to live there for 6 months. Actually, in Switzerland is the plan. Could change, but that's the plan right now. So thank you guys for your support and for being here. Also, 50 likes is the goal. So smash that like button. Helps out the channel a ton. We are at 27 likes already. 60% of the way there almost. Gabriel says he's having YouTube TV, but they're only showing Nadal's match. Yeah. That's weird. I don't know. They don't have multiple channels, multiple matches going on. That's unfortunate. I think Shapovalov is really hitting the ball well from the baseline in this match, especially with the forehand. As I say that, he makes an unforced error into the net. What is going on? Well, that's a big, yeah, that is a big hold for Zverev after he gets the break back, consolidates. Now he's kind of back in the match. Now things, the ship has evened. I wonder what the betting odds are saying now. As, yeah, now they got Zverev as the big favorite again. Interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, if you guys are here and just joined, we had Craig Shapiro on earlier. What do you guys think of Craig Shapiro? Pretty funny guy, pretty knowledgeable guy in the tennis world, knows a lot of people. Obviously, he was the stringer for Andre Agassi for a short amount of time, but that's pretty cool. He showed us his Andre Agassi's old pro stock racket that he used with the string still in it, 20-year-old string. So that's pretty cool. Talking about rackets, Rich Ireland. Chapo likes that E-zone, he figures. Yeah. I think it's a bit more stable than the V-Core that he used for a long time. I played with that V-Core for a long time, and I love it. It's super, yeah, it's super good sweet spot and I don't know, like super reactive, but not as forgiving, I think, is the E-zone. And that's kind of what Shapovalov said is the reason why he went to the E-zone. Some people call it the Curio stick. So we will see. Shapovalov now serving. He's got to right the ship. He's got to mentally stay in it, knowing that he is in a very good position in this match. He doesn't need to panic. Up a set, on serve in the second set. You know what I'm saying? You guys know what I'm saying? King of Just, you asked who my favorite rappers were last time. Oh, no, you asked my favorite types of music. Favorite rappers, pretty basic, honestly. Drake, Kanye, a few others, like Atmosphere, if you know him. There's a lot. Nice. Good, Gabriel. I'm glad they're showing it. Where are they showing it? On YouTube now? Or they just started? That's true. Chapo raps. Chapo's one of my favorite rappers. Was never sure quite about it, but I respect the grind. I tried to rap in high school in a sound engineering class. It's very hard to do. Very hard thing to do. Dominic's asking, do you still see Medvedev as the favorite now that we've gotten stuck into the tournament? Yeah. I think based that he doesn't have to play Zverev or Nadal until the final, and he'll obviously only have to play one of those guys if they even get there. I think Medvedev's got the draw similar to the U.S. Open, and he's been pretty untouchable on hard courts in the ATP Cup. I think he might have lost a match, but hasn't lost many matches since since the hard court swing started in the U.S. last year. So to me, he's the guy to beat still. But you have to respect Nadal. 20 slams, just that alone gives you so much more of an advantage against your opponents. Don't downplay it. Can't downplay it. Shapovalov playing a good service game here. Great backhand up the line. Zverev goes cross, misses. So we're stuck into the set 3-all. Pretty balanced. Shapovalov and Zverev getting both kind of now here to play, whereas Zverev really didn't show up at the beginning. What do you guys think was that? Was it more nerves, or was it more just playing bad, or was it just Shapo being too good? Mix of something, mostly on Zverev's side, but Shapo is playing solid. But for a while there, it looked like pretty one-sided, and it wasn't. Shapo's not playing that good. But you never know. Welcome to the stream, folks. Thanks for joining. Thanks for subscribing, clicking the like button. Our goal is 50 likes for this video. It's our first milestone, I would say, because I feel like this group's getting us there. Just great ball striking from both guys. So fun to watch. Oh. Shapovalov played a great point, came forward, and then tried a little cheeky drop volley. Just had a little side spin sauce to it. Didn't work out for him. Feeling pretty relaxed, though, to try that. He wasn't really too upset with it, but maybe he just chickened out a bit. He saw Zverev was pretty far back in the court, but you got to put that over the net. At least give yourself a chance. But anyways, 3-all. 3-all, I guess, not really a place to do it, I wouldn't say, but 0-0. But who knows? Just a shot that he missed. He could have missed a forehand as well. Shapovalov forehand into the net. Rich Ireland saying Sasha playing twice as well in the set. I'd say that's true. Dominic's a loyal Patreon supporter, so shout out Dominic, longtime friend of the show. He's saying Nadal had a mad tiebreak with Mannarino, 16-14. Yeah, it's true. It's true. That was a crazy tiebreaker. I think each guy had like 5 or 6 set points. Pretty nuts. Pretty nutso, if you ask me. Shapovalov has had 3 unforced errors in this game. Hopefully that doesn't take a mental toll on him, because it can. And both these guys' games can kind of break down a little bit. Just a little bit. So don't love to see that happen. Sasha Zverev now with 3 game points, folks. Count them out to go up 4-3. Zverev goes long with that. 40-15. Got my mom or dad popping in here, wishing the Boughton household to get healthy. That's my mom. Thanks, Mom. We if you didn't know, I have COVID right now. Haven't tested, but my wife has tested positive for COVID, and I've been around her for the last 3 days with her being super sick. So I'm like, as this stream is going, I can feel myself getting worse. It's fun. It's weird. The shakes, the aches are starting, and my throat's a little raw. But no one else is in my house other than her, who is currently positive for COVID. So nothing better to do than, well, sleeping would be the right thing to do probably, but we got tennis on the go. So got to stay stuck in. Ben's asking, is there anywhere other than ESPN Plus I can watch the match? I don't know. If you're in the States, like I said, if you have like an account with Bet365, you can watch for free on there if you have money in there. Other than that, not sure exactly where in the States. Gabriel said YouTube TV, another place. Few places. Thank you guys for joining the stream. We got all these ads. I'm watching the TSN feed in here in Canada. All these ads are all about colds and fixing your colds, etc. Yeah, I think like a bubble on the court. It's pretty bush league. Flu FX. I should be picking up some Flu X FX. Robert, now that you're a member, I think you can throw out some of those custom emojis. I don't know if you can figure that out, but would love to see a golden goat or a golden bagel potentially being thrown around. Thank you, sir, again, for joining the channel, becoming a member. That's legendary. Mei Jing saw the coffee break tennis video, and he said he bageled Mr. Slice a long time ago. Is that you? He actually did. He gave me the business when we were down in Cincinnati in literally 2017, a long time ago. And yeah, I was playing with his rackets. I was playing with runners. I didn't have any of my gear. But yeah, he did give me a chopping. That's for sure. An absolute chopping. Zverev now hitting the ball pretty big from the baseline. People thought this would happen. He'd start playing better, and he gets the first point here, this service game for Shapovalov. Ooh, there. Look at that. A golden goat. Like, we got some. That's hilarious. Well, I don't think you got to worry about that. Yeah, I think I'm going to be good. Mei Jiang saying, I feel like Z takes time to get going in 5 setters. Yep, that is historically been accurate. That's for sure. So Shapovalov down 15-30 in this game. And a double fault there. 2 break points coming now for Sasha Zverev. Interesting. Tense times now for Shapovalov, folks. Tense times. Okay, he needs to focus. First serve for him, Sasha with a return, and Shapovalov goes long, so that's a break. Now Zverev, wow. He's won a bunch of games not on the trot, actually, but now he's serving for the set, so Zverev now taking a bit of control here. It's okay. If you're Shapo, you got to be like, this is okay. This is a tennis match. You go back and forth, back and forth. It's normal for the number 3 player in the draw, the number 3 player in the world, to win a set. It's normal. Let's look at the stats here again. Winners Shapovalov been playing great. 20 winners, 19 unforced errors. Sasha's gotten a little bit better. He's just pretty even keel though. Whew, that double fault is just so bad. Like everyone talks about it. The double fault, the deceleration. Like we actually I haven't seen these second serve yips from Zverev for a while. You guys, I don't know about you, but at the end of the year last year, like after the US Open, he didn't have these yips. After the Olympics, he didn't have the yips. Seen a few of those pretty bad second serves from Sasha tonight, which is interesting. Interesting. How could these TV channels be showing tennis matches like this and then stop showing it? It's just crazy. It would piss me off as well. So sorry that's happening. In Canada, TSN is somehow, if you have a TSN subscription like I do, you get all of the ESPN feeds like to their own channel when you're watching on the app. So it's pretty good. Got to pay for it, but worth it. Zverev has double faulted twice in this game trying to serve with a set. 15-30 now. Shapovalov fist pumping, even though he hasn't had to do much. Now he's got a forehand here, which he hits big, and Zverev goes into the net. Now Shapovalov with two breakback points. Cheers for subscribing, guys. If you're just joining the stream now, legendary. Check out the join the plus button there for the perks that you get. Subscribe and like this video. Our goal is 50 likes. Where are we at? We're at 37, closing in on it. Break point here. Shapovalov playing very well. Defending now. Backhand cross court. Deep. Now forehand up the line. Coming in for the closeout volley. And he does. He closes it out. And Shapovalov gets the break. His girlfriend gives the approval. And that brings us to what we like to call a...
From Canada, Denis Shapovalov.
Wow. I think Shapovalov really just took advantage of what Zverev gave him there, as Zverev took down, or Zverev threw in two double faults in that game. And then on the points where he wasn't double faulting, Shapovalov just hit good returns, played super solid in the rallies. If you're a Shapovalov fan and you want him to win, super encouraging that he is playing super solid from the baseline, because historically Zverev's like the more solid guy from the baseline. He just has seems like no weaknesses back or forehand, and he's so long he can get to everything. But so I think that's a very good thing if you're a Shapovalov fan, that he's almost like the more steady guy from the baseline. Does that make sense? Wow, we got a gold slice coming now there from Robert. Epic. Very epic. Remember, if you want to become a member of the channel, you get those epic golden things that when I click and show, they don't come up here, but they show in the chat. So don't worry about it. It is King Adjust. That's savage. But we do love a good nickname here on the slice, don't we? As I always said, once a choker on second serve, always a choker. I don't know. It looked like he was over it for a while, but now we're back on serve. Shapovalov serving back on it. Zverev's undoubtedly pissed. Like I said, guys, there's a lot riding on this for Zverev. Like he knows he has the opportunity. It's gotten way better, especially with Novak out. So it's kind of like when Federer won the French Open, when Nadal lost to Soderling, and like Federer had all this pressure. Obviously, he's like, "Yo, I can win the French Open without having to play Nadal, who I've lost to like 3 times already in the French Open." So makes it very hard for the guys mentally left over, even though it should technically make it a lot easier. You know, you guys know what I mean. Wow, we got a new member alert. Someone with a very similar last name to mine. Wow, look at that. See that? You guys can also become YouTube members and be legendary like my wife, Nicole Boughton. Robert, that's totally true. Medvedev is the only younger top player who doesn't choke. He's extremely consistent. Thoughts on the Demon Hour versus Sinner match coming from Dominic Lowe, who's also he's an honorary member. He's a Patreon supporter. Yeah, I mean, 15 all here. Sorry, I'll get to that in a second. 15 all here. Big rally. Shank from Zverev. Shapovalov is really holding his own. Yeah, I haven't seen a lot of Demon Hour at all really in this tournament over the last, but I know he's playing better, right? Because he had a tough year last year. I think he got COVID and that like messed him up. I mean, I have COVID right now. Maybe it'll mess me up. But yeah, Sinner's so solid. It'll be a great match, I'll tell you that. Demon Hour kind of never really. He's just like a solid ATP player now. I remember in 2018 when he really busted onto the scene. I always thought he was smaller than he actually is. But yeah, Sinner mashing the ball. I think Sinner's the favorite, but you know, wouldn't put it past Demon Hour to pull off the upset, which it would definitely be an upset. Shapovalov, another good rally with Zverev hitting it into the net. Look at the, oh my gosh, look at the stats here. The serve rating, 244 for Zverev and 242 for Shapovalov. Percentages are, Shapovalov's this low. Eight double faults for him, 6 for Zverev. Crazy. Robert, member of the channel, says Sinner has a ton of upside. He's bullish on Sinner. I'm also super bullish on Sinner. Rich says, love Spirit in Alex. He is super stoked, but I'd call Sinner in 4 sets just so explosive. He is. He is very explosive. May says, do you believe in the Carlos Alcaraz hype? Do I believe in the hype? I don't know if there's much to believe in there. There's a lot of hype, and I do partake in that now. At the beginning, I was like, we'll see, but I've seen enough now where I think he's, he's undoubtedly incredibly special. And he's going to be big time here. It's not even really a debate anymore. It's just like, how good is he going to be? But I love his game. I love how pumped up he gets. Like, I hadn't watched as many matches, but in the ones I did think he's always going bamoosh to his box. But he was really getting into it the other day with the crowd here, just like pumping everybody up. He would like hit a winner and just like look at the crowd. Love that. Love a little personality from the kid, right? Too many boring tennis players out there, I think. So that's pretty cool from Carlos. I respect that. And yeah. Five all now is Zverev serving. Interesting because Shapovalov wins this match. We could just see like a freaking meltdown from Zverev or not, or it could go 5 sets, or it could be a split set. I'm not sure. It's a great match though. It's kind of a match that you would actually, I think they're playing pretty how you would expect. Both guys can get a bit nervy. We got 14 total double faults between them so far in just over a set and a half. Ooh, Zverev misses there with the little forehand error. May says I think she's still talking about Carlos Alcaraz plays too many 5-setters. 5-setter? Yeah. He's young. He's 18. He can handle it. Zverev goes long. Ooh. Possible break. Another break back for... 15:30 on the Zverev serve now. Shapovalov with a look. Robert, I can't promise. Even if it goes 5, I can't make that promise. I actually am hurting here. It's weird. It's like I can feel the COVID getting worse through my body in real time. And I've already taken a couple little Advils, Tylenol. I think he can, May. I don't know if Zverev would come back from a 2-set to love deficit, but I know he can. Depends how much he wants it, and depends how much he fights, and depends how good Shapovalov plays, I think, because Shapovalov wants this bad. And if he gets up 2 sets to love, I think you're going to have a hard time winning 3 sets in a row against them, to be fair. But the set's not over at all, is it? Is it? Ooh. Rich Island says Alcaraz was my dark horse to win AO, but just like Bianca Andreescu, can Alcaraz stay off the injury list? He is outpowering very strong players, but physically has a little more growing to do. Yeah, he could grow a bit more, but he's looking pretty strong for that young of a person, you know, especially with the cutoffs now at this Australian Open. Sheesh, just like the gun show. King of Jess says Alcaraz equals shite. Come on, bro. Come on. Interesting, May. Yeah, this heat might play a factor into it. I don't know how up for it players feel. It's got to be a mental struggle. You know, there's that temptation. It's like when you're starving. It's like not when you're starving. I've never been starving, but I'm assuming it's like a lot of mental. It's like, am I up for this fight? Can I stay? Can I keep fighting with the situation that I'm in, like a 5-setter in the sun? I think a lot of players can't get their minds to do it. And they just take the cold, hard cash they've won from getting to the 4th round, which is like some like 300,000 or some crazy number like that. May. Yeah, it is easy to forget how hot it is in Australia at this time. We're all up here in the cold north. Not all of us are in the north. I don't know where you guys are watching from. Let me know if you haven't already where you're watching from. Where you're watching the Canadian tennis stream. Shapovalov serving to stay in the set. This has been an even set, a very even set. If you're just tuning into the stream now, Shapovalov broke originally. Shapovalov broke originally in this set, and then Zverev broke back, and he actually broke and then served for the set, and then Shapovalov broke. So there's been 4 breaks of serves in this set. Pretty up and down, pretty crazy. King of Just is capping. He's absolutely capping and saying that he's watching from Antarctica. That's cap. That's cap, bro. I know. I think he said you were in Texas. No. Washington? I don't know. Wow. Shapovalov coming forward. Very nice. Very nice. He somehow knew. Maybe he didn't know, or maybe got lucky, but Zverev went to the forehand slice, and Shapovalov just snow. Oh, I think he was coming in the whole time, but yeah, great put away volley. Cornelia says go Sasha. Jared says go Chapo. Love it. Love the back and forth. Do we have any Germans in here? Any Germans in the chat? John Bloom says watching from Michigan might as well be in Canada with how cold and snowy it is right now. That's probably true. I'm in Victoria, British Columbia, Canada, which is like the mildest place in all of Canada, and it's no snow here right now. Fairly cold, but I was sitting out in the sun today. I think we've reached 50 likes, folks. Goal reached. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for being here. Subscribe, check out the join option. And actually, I should throw this in here. One of the main partners we have during the Australian Open is TopCourt. Here's a link for a free 14-day trial. TopCourt. With that, you can... Shapovalov is signed up for TopCourt. He's going to be putting his course out soon. Zverev has a course out. It's actually super interesting. He talks a lot about his backhand. Nick Kyrgios just released a course on TopCourt. And with that link, you can sign up for a free 14-day trial, courtesy of the Slice. And that helps out the Slice if you decide to do that big time. So appreciate that. If you're going to do it, use our code. But it's honestly just a great service. Like it's basically the same price as like Netflix for a year. And pretty amazing behind the scenes footage of players and stuff like that. So definitely check that out. Cornelia Hack says something in German. I think that probably means let's go, Sasha. Or something worse. I don't know. Who knows? Zverev is Russian. You saying this? Okay, we're in a tiebreaker here officially. And there's already a mini break for Shapovalov. I was getting distracted. Ooh, and then Shapovalov gives up an unforced error. It's getting tight, folks. This is a tight part of the match. All right, new goal, like goal, is 100. Get there, folks. Thanks for piling in here. Smash the like button. It helps get the word out that we're doing this. People can join in on the fun. Shapovalov hits an ace on the outside of the tee. Big flex. Shows up to his girlfriend. He says, it's all good, baby. I'm here. I'm winning this. Gonna win it in 3. Is he gonna win it in 3? I don't know. Ash BT, I am on TikTok. The Slice is on TikTok. I actually just released a hilarious TikTok today with the help of my TikTok managing wife, Nicole, who shout out, I think is listening from the other room. Has COVID right now and she's still supporting. That's just legendary. Big rally here now. And Sasha Zverev is with the unforced error. He's really just not playing confidently tonight. Sasha just does not have it. He doesn't look anything like the guy who won the Olympics, won the ATP finals, or played just so well the whole back part of the season, really. Pressure time. Shapovalov's got the mini break, 2 mini breaks possibly, not just 1 mini break in the tiebreaker. Shapovalov coming forward and gets the pass after some substandard volleys from Sasha, and now it's 4-1 for Shapovalov. You got to be kidding me, mate. You got to be kidding me. I don't know.
From Canada, Denis Shapovalov.
Crazy. Denis Shapovalov. 4-1. Just really playing better than Zverev, and I didn't see that coming. Did you? I don't think a lot of people did. This match has been very back and forth. Shapovalov whipping that lefty forehand. Ooh, just into Zverev backhand big time. Ooh, and Zverev can't get the pass, hits the net. Now 5-1. Shapovalov. Whoo. Chapo, you got a little view of the bag there. Let's take a look at some comments. Thank you guys for being here. Big time. Appreciate it. Jared says, I wonder if Sasha is still sick. Looks a little lethargic. Like, did Zverev have COVID? I don't think he did. When did he have it? John Bloom says Zverev racket smash incoming. Potentially, mate, because that actually already happened. I don't know if you're just tuning in now, but you saw that big racket smash. I think when he got broken in the first game of the second set here. Shapovalov sprays left with the forehand 5-2. Okay, I think Lana has cut off officially. Is Lana like one of my friends that's just trolling us right now? Or like, I have no clue what's going on. If you are one of my friends, you got like 2 minutes to reveal your true identity or else you're getting blocked. Because we're trying to keep it relatively PG here. You get one more comment. What do you guys think? Maybe we'll leave it to a trial. Should we block Lana or no? Caleb thinks this is going to go 5. Chapo will drop his level after this. Robert says don't block. They don't want it to block. Lana better reveal her true identity. Wow. Zverev fends off a little Chapo attack here. Yes, I know. I know that moi is in French. Thank you. I'm Canadian after all. I should know a bit more French. All right, 5-4. Shapovalov, he's only up 1 mini break now. Set is on his hands. Big first serve. That goes long. Setting up set point for Shapovalov. Whew, 2 sets up, folks. I didn't see it happening. I really was confident in Zverev in this tournament based on what I'd seen with my eyes for the last 6 months. But Shapovalov has come out just blasting off. And now he's got 2 set points. One of them, the first one, on his serve. Misses the first serve. Chapo does. Second serve incoming here. What's it going to be? What's it going to be? Big time if he wins this. He says, sorry. Oh, double fault from Shapovalov after catching one of his tosses. Deadly, deadly. So now Zverev has got the serve back on serve technically in this tiebreaker, and it's still set point for Shapovalov. First serve for Zverev. Chapo gets it back in. Zverev, timid backhand, timid forehand. And then a huge shank, and that's the set for Shapovalov. He's giving the huge fist pumps. You got to be kidding me. Zverev is out of sorts, man. He's picking his nose. He doesn't know what's going on. I honestly feel bad for him because I want to see Zverev get his slam, and I did predict that he would win one in 2022, but Shapovalov gets the second set, and that deserves a Shapovalov.
From Canada, Denis Shapovalov.
Crazy, folks. What's happened here? Give me your guys' take in the comments of why Shapovalov has been able to go up 2 sets to love against Zverev, the 3 seed. This would be, I think, the biggest win technically of Shapovalov's career, beating the highest ranked person he's ever beat at a major. So big time for him. This is big time for him. We got Let's Go. What is Shapovalov's first name? Come on. It's Denis. Oh, Shapa. Okay, Lana, chill. Chill, Lana. Seriously, PG show. We are going to have to, I will block you. I'll put you on another timeout. Did Zverev slam his racket again? Kita? I don't think so. He's more like just in like the speed zone. He doesn't know what's going on. I might go get a cold beverage here to help with my throat, folks. Go to the bathroom quickly as well. So just chill. Let me know where you guys are from. Make sure you hit the like, subscribe button, and make sure you subscribe. That's the least you can do. Hit the like, and consider joining the channel. We'll see you right back in a second. And we're back, folks. We're back. First beer in. I'm not going down. COVID. I've got COVID. COVID's taking me down, but I don't care. I'm pushing through because that's what you have to do when you're on the Canadian tennis live stream. Because Shapovalov has just gone up 2-0 and held to start the set against Sasha Zverev, one of the baddest men in the world, one of the top players in the world. And that's just crazy. It's just crazy, bro. Let me see what I missed out. Is oh my gosh, is Lana going nuts still? Because I seriously will block you. Jesus. Let's talk about some actual tennis here. Yeah, people are talking about Barty versus Anisimova. It's a great match. Barty's a savage in general at the Australian Open, home country, but Anisimova's found her sauce again, hasn't she? And Sasha is just out of sorts. I honestly feel bad for him. Maybe he's got something wrong with him. I don't know, but he's got something wrong in the brain right now. That's for sure. Caleb says, Caleb, aren't you from Camos? If so, legendary Camos Tennis Center. Shout out. Denis needs to keep up his aggression, or Zverev will take an early break. It's true, and it looks like he's doing that because Shapovalov's already got a hold on there. Not Roger Federer, meaning that it might actually be the real Roger Federer. Says, end of day, Nadal's enjoying a pretty easy path. Well, I don't think Shapovalov is going to be easy for Nadal. I'll tell you that for free. If Shapovalov wins this and he plays the way he did today, it will not be for easy for Nadal. John says, Shapo, the true lefty, will prevail over the fake lefty Nadal. Yeah, the fake lefty Nadal with 20 slams. Oh my gosh, Zverev is just out of sorts. This is the worst. Is this the worst match he's played since when? Since for how long? Like Wimbledon, like he played better than this. But this is wild. This is wild. This is wild. Anyways, folks, where are we at with likes? Goal is now 100. We're at 56. We have more than 100 people watching this stream right now. So goal for likes. Get after it, people. Let's get after it, people. Jared Gonzalez says US Open final versus team. That was pretty. I watched like the second half of that match. Was it bad? Like, how bad was it? Like, he was just because he was up 2-0 and then he lost the plot, which is crazy. Zverev just shanked another forehand. Breakpoint Shapovalov. Missed first serve, second serve here. Just crazy, crazy, crazy times in at the Australian Open. One of the top contender is on massive upset alert. Shapovalov running around the forehands, playing solid, just and Zverev misses. Shapovalov breaks 2-0 like he did in the second set. But Zverev is clearly rattled, clearly doesn't know what he has to do. He's just in a mental freeze block, and Shapovalov's playing his game, doing his thing. So that is quite crazy to see. What do you guys think's going on? Let's take a look at the stats. Yeah, I think, it's got to be tough with the heat. Shades coming across the court now. But it's not like Zverev's playing a bad match and then losing to a guy who's like ranked 70 in the world. Yeah, he's not playing good. Great. No, I would say he's not playing good at all. But he's also playing Denis Shapovalov, who's a bad man, like top 20, top 15 player in the world. So you don't have to do much wrong to lose to a guy who's top 15 in the world, and especially a guy who's got as many weapons as Shapovalov does. Like that serve, that out wide serve for Shapovalov tonight, it's been absolutely money. All right, May, thank you for joining in. Thanks for being here. Legendary, get some sleep. Yeah, wow. You got to wake up at 6. Aren't you in New York? It's already like 1:30. Legendary. Legendary. Yeah, Dominic, that's thank you for your well wishes, May. I appreciate it. Really appreciate it. You guys are great. We got the greatest support system here. Dominic, yeah, looking at the stats here, literally in the second set at one point, Zverev had 11 winners, 11 unforced errors. And now, yeah, just since then, really dropped 27 unforced errors now to only 13 winners. The 13 winners just shows that he's just kind of really not feeling confident, really not hitting through the ball. Wow. We'll see if Sasha Zverev can turn this around because Shapovalov is about to hold for a 3-love lead. Quite interesting, folks. Shapovalov, this will be to go into the quarterfinals, which will be a great result. I think he went out in the second or third round at the U.S. Open, which is tough for him. So this would be a great way to start off 2022. This could be very over soon, Lady T. This could be over very, very soon. What do you think, folks? What do you think? What do you think? Zverev, I just from the way he looks right now, I can't see him really turning this around. Like he looks down and out. He gets in this zone when he's not playing well like this, where he's just kind of stunned when he's playing like real bad. Like, so interesting. I don't know if I see this one turning around, but let's take a look at some scores from around the field. Why don't we? Live scores. I think Nadal's probably done already. Kokkinakis and Kyrgios are in the doubles playing their split set 6-4, 6-4 with Behar and Escobar. Yeah. We had results from today. Let's take a quick look at those. Nadal, yeah, 7-6, 6-2, 6-2 against Mannarino. Still hasn't lost a set. So Kryakova beat Victoria Azarenka 6-2, 6-2. Madison Keys beat Paula Badosa 6-3, 6-1. Madison Keys just with great form. Yeah. We're already, into the technically this is the second week now. So a lot less matches, just only players that have been playing good, obviously into the second week, which is great. Did not expect to see Zverev playing like this in the fourth round, but Shapovalov is a dangerous man. And I think there is, like I've said, if you're just joining the chat, I think the main thing for Zverev is that added pressure of Novak being out. So he's feeling like he's the number one seed in the top half of the draw. I think that's gotten to him because he sees it as his best opportunity to get a slam so far, basically, where he already probably feels like he should have a slam. I know he thinks that way. And it's not a good place to be. So it's not over yet. It's only one break in the third set. But it'd be a pretty big effort to come back for Zverev if you're me. What do you guys think? Let's take a look at some comments from Robert, one of our channel members. Reminder that you can become a channel member by clicking the join button. That gets you sick emojis and a lot of street cred and actually makes your tennis better. Yuki says Rafa would be happy if the next opponent was Shapovalov. I do think that's true. I think he would rather play Shapovalov than Zverev. Zverev has more ways to hurt Nadal, I think, even though if he was playing like this, not really. So he's just got a more technically stable game than Shapovalov, but I don't know. I think Nadal at 35, whatever he is, Shapovalov at 22. The fruit is ripe for the picking, is what I would say. And that's not over. Nadal might have to play Berrettini in the semifinals, or no, not Alcaraz, Berrettini, and then Medvedev in the final. So it's not like Nadal is a cakewalk, unless all those other guys lose and he just plays like the 2019 U.S. Open was a pretty wildly soft draw, I thought, for Rafa. And it does happen. Like Federer had a fairly easy one in the 2018 French Open or Australian Open, but a slam is a slam. Caleb, you can join by just clicking the join button right beside the subscribe button on our channel. You should see it there underneath the video. If you can do it, that'd be epic. Boy Espinoza says, I don't think Zverev will ever win a slam. I think he will. Definitely think he will. I believe in his game. He's just too good not to, but it's crazy and unfortunate for him that when he can really drop the ball sometimes, and it used to happen quite a bit, right, in these big moments, and this is looking like one of those. But again, he's also playing a Denis Shapovalov who is here to win and who can do it. Jacques Demours, Shapovalov having this guy for lunch. I could yell in the first set, and I could tell in the first set he had the game to demolish him. Yeah, Shapo's just cruising. The night train is cruising. Yeah, you're right, Robert, but break's not coming because Shapovalov's serving great, hitting first serves, and looks like he might have a hold to love here. Sheesh. John Bloom says he's dug himself quite a hole. It's true. It's true. It's hard to do. What is stats at now? 10 double faults from Shapo, and that's a massive left court from Shapovalov. Just trickles over for 4-1. 2 more games. Man, if Shapovalov got through Zverev in the 4th round in 3 sets under 2 hours, could you believe it? No, it's 2 hours, just over the 2-hour mark now. And if it goes Shapo's way, this match is almost done and dusted. So Zverev is going to have to change something. He's going to have to find something, because if you guys remember when Zverev beat Djokovic at the Olympics, he was getting routined by Djokovic, and he'd gotten broken in the second set, and then he just loosened up and just swung and just played great, and he just kept that motto and that confidence really going through the rest of the season, basically until now. So if he can do that and somehow find a way to loosen up and get Shapo to tighten up, the thing is, if like Zverev wins this set, I mean, which is he's only down 1 break in the set. If he gets this set, if Zverev gets this set, that makes it interesting. After that first set comeback, it's especially when he's the favorite, like we saw Djokovic at the French Open when he won when he was down 2 sets to love against Musetti, gets that break back, wins that 3rd set. It's almost like basically even again. It's like say goodnight. Tsitsipas kind of had the same vibe, honestly, in the final, which was sad for Tsitsipas. I feel like he had that one. Good stab volley from Zverev there. Yeah. Santos says Gael Monfils is the man to look out. Semis, Nadal versus Monfils. Could be true, man. He's playing great. And yeah, he won the tournament before the tournament, I think in Sydney. Or was that? Yeah, Sydney. And then he's playing great now, and he doesn't have to play Djokovic. So if he beats Berrettini, which he definitely could, he could play Nadal in the finals. Can you imagine if Gael Monfils came out of nowhere and won his first slam at the age of like 34 or whatever he is? That would be insane. Like I said, with Djokovic not here, there's just so much more opportunity. Wow. Shapovalov's drop shots. Zverev brings him to the net and then slaps a pass by him. I'm like, is Shapovalov dog walking Zverev now? Is he giving the old whoa, the old dog walk? I don't know. Cornelia says, don't count out Sasha. It's fair enough. Has he? Has Sasha come down from 2 sets? When's the last time that Sasha came back from 2 sets to love down? Oh, I think he actually did at the French Open last year against Ate. Is that right? Is that correct, people? If you can fact check me there. He was down 2 sets to love against Ate, the German guy, or someone else maybe, but he was down 2 sets to love and then he came back. So yeah, he has done it before, but I don't think he's done it before against a really top guy like Shapovalov, like
From Canada, Denis Shapovalov.
Lana says Zverev is done. He's a BMW in the world of Ferraris. Monfils is a Hyundai. Ooh, low blow for Monfils. That's rough. You didn't even say like a French car, like a Peugeot or something. Is that French? I don't know. Who knows? When I know, Sasha's got game point here to make it 4-2. He's just laboring. Maybe he has COVID. He said earlier that they're not testing at the Australian Open somehow, so he could have COVID. You know, this is similar. I don't want to jinx anyone because I am cheering for Shapovalov. I don't want to jinx him. But when, like I said earlier, when Nadal lost at the French Open in 2009, and Federer was then like, oh, I get to potentially win the French Open without having to beat Nadal. He was down 2 sets to love against Tommy Haas. And he actually I think he was down match point. He hit a line, like a winner forehand, hit it on the line to save match point. Came back in that match, won, and beat Del Potro, and then saw it really to win the French Open. So could be this type of scenario, but with the way that Shapovalov is playing, it's hard to see. He just hit a huge forehand winner. Now deuce 2 points away from the double break and then serve it out. I think the double break here would be the absolute hammer in the coffin. What do you guys think? Piaget. That actually makes sense. Thanks, King Adjust. Zverev looks stuck in the mud. His feet are just not working. Crazy to see. Eddie says Sasha does not have COVID. He's simply getting whipped. Well, there's another big serve from Sasha. He's hanging in here in this game. Thank you guys for being here. If you're just tuning in, welcome to the Slice Canadian Tennis Stream. We are Canadian, but I report on everything, obviously. Federer, Nadal, Djokovic, the WTA, everyone. But if you're new here, click the like button. That really helps us out, helps out the channel. Subscribe and consider joining the channel. Appreciate your support, as always. Robert says it's Pujao. Caleb says Wawrinka is the GOAT. Is it not? Is there? When is Is there not the Anisimova versus Barty match starting soon? Shapovalov on the line again. Yeah, so Barty and Anisimova are... Oh, they're not starting for like another hour and 15 minutes because it's a night session. So I think this is like really the only kind of match going on right now. 15-all here in Shapo's service game. Like they're saying, folks, Zverev's in this game, 15-all. If he can get a break here, the match is still alive. Eddie says if Shapo simply holds this service game, he wins this. Could be potentially right. Zverev with the deep return. Zverev letting out some grunts, hitting the ball a little harder. Ooh. I've seen that from Zverev before. When he starts to yell a bit in his stroke. Interesting time. $15.30 for Shapo. He's gonna if Shapovalov is gonna get tight and throw away, his potential lead in this or his advantage in this set and in this match. This is the time. So this is crunch time. See what he can come up with. 15-30. Just missed on the forehand, going out wide. Or sorry, missed on the serve. Second serve coming here. Second serve coming forwards. Shapovalov. Sasha lobbing, staying alive. And Shapovalov with some good smashes. Stays solid at the net in a pressure point. Got a bunch of Canadian flags in the crowd. People are loving it. Wow, and then Shapovalov just comes in with a great first serve, great follows it in, slaps it away. Folks, this feels like it's happening here. This feels like it's happening. Jared Gonzalez says, how would you rate Shapo's serve power? Yeah, right up there. I think for a guy his size, he's got as big of a serve as anyone. There's obviously like those big top servers like Zverev when he's playing better. But yeah, one of the best serves out there when it's working, but it's very dependent on his toss, and that can be risky. Game point for Shapovalov. Now they're in a rally. Shapovalov just playing so solid. Slice. Zverev comes forward. Volley across the court, which misses, and Shapovalov holds for 5-2. Wow. He's a game away from the quarterfinal, his first one. And it would, like I said, be his biggest win ever. Highest rated person that he's beat at a slam. Folks, I think it's happening. Zverev's really running out of time here. He's got to hold and then he's got to break. Could see it happening. It's not impossible. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? I need one thing from everybody here is to just smash the like button. That would be legendary. Zverev now serving to stay in the match. First serve in. What's happening, people? What's happening? Santosh says, I think Zverev is best of 3 player rather than best of 5. So far, it's fortunately seemed like that for him. He's just never been able to really find his best at the slams. It's going to be a big disappointment for him losing in the 4th round of the Australian Open as the 3 seed with Djokovic not even here. This might be the biggest disappointment in recent memory for Zverev that I can think of if he loses this. Callian says Zverev will win. Is he capping? Put a cap, like a baseball cap, in the comments if he's capping. And Zverev, Shapovalov just lets that one go, and now Shapovalov is stepping up. He's going to have to step up to serve this out and get his first Australian Open quarterfinals. Man, I'm proud of this guy. He's played very, very well today. He's handled the weird circumstances with Zverev. He's handled the pressure and stepping up. This is a big win. This is the first real big upset of the tournament. If Shapovalov serves this out. Is he going to do it, folks? Is he going to do it? First serve in, comes forward, clean win. No, yep. Gets it down. 15 love. I don't see Zverev stepping up here. I don't see Zverev getting his strength up to turn this around. It doesn't look like he believes that he can. Sapple's also not letting him. He's not giving an inch right now, which is the key. Great serve again from Sappo. Doesn't come back. The swinger out wide. Caleb thinks a choke is coming here from Shapo. Callian says love from Germany. Much love to Germany, bro. Just great stuff. Just great stuff, everybody. 30 love, 2 points away from the quarterfinals for Shapo, for El Shap. Ooh, double fault here. Double fault. King Adjust, what are you talking about? It is about to be match point. Well, if he gets there. Ooh, Chapo just misses the outside of the line. You guys might be ahead of me. No spoilers. No spoilers. Till you see me comment on the final, don't say who won. You guys might be ahead of me. I don't know. Shapovalov forehand to Zverev backhand goes up the line. Shapovalov forehand cross court into Zverev's forehand, which goes long, which just goes long, and he just looks to his camp heartbroken, Zverev, because he's not finding it. 2 match points for Shapovalov. He's stepping up here. This is going to give him some extra confidence.
From Canada, Denis Shapovalov.
Is he going to do it, folks? This is a big moment for Shapovalov. Big moment here. First serve coming now. In. Return by Zverev. Zverev shanks the ball a bit, and Shapovalov pulls that wide off of a bit of a mishit from Zverev, and he just Oh, Shapovalov's going to his box. He goes, it's all good. It's all good. Ooh, when people are doing that, it's shows a bit of nerves, I think. Crazy moments. Crazy moments here, folks. What's happening? Jamie Delgado. This looks good if you're the coach. First tournament, potentially getting him past Zverev into the quarterfinals. First serve coming. Good serve from Shapo coming forward now into the net. Shapovalov has done it. Denis Shapovalov. Wow. Beats Alexander Zverev in 3 sets. Are you kidding me? Zverev is just absolutely rattled, absolutely cooked. Shapovalov puts out the finger. He says, I'm here. Man, what a win for Shapovalov. That's big time. That is just a big time win. And he didn't even have to do anything overly special. He just played his game. Wow, folks. I don't know what you think about that, but that's pretty crazy. Zverev is just absolutely rattled. It's like insane how rattled he looks. Like it looks like he's a complete lost puppy, unfortunately. Like he's literally walking off the court with his rackets hanging down, with his head down. It's like depressing to watch. Jeez. Which makes sense. If you're Zverev, it's a huge opportunity miss, right? No Djokovic in your half. I think you would have had a really good chance versus Nadal. But then he loses to Denis Shapovalov, who's obviously dangerous. But if you're Zverev, you're just like, how? I just lost out on such a big opportunity. And if you're Shapovalov, you're just like, I freaking came out here and I did my thing in front of my girlfriend, in front of my new coach, in front of the Canadian tennis stream, in front of the watch party that's going on back in Canada here. Just epic. So I'm going to stay on here to listen to his comments. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thanks for liking this video. Let me know your thoughts on what happened. How did it happen? Consider joining the channel like legends like Robert have done and Nicole have done. Hector says, congrats, Shapo. Caleb says, great video once again. Cheers. Jared asked for early thoughts on Shapo versus Nadal. Tell you what, Jared. What is that? That's going to happen Monday night, my time. Yeah, it will. Saturday night, Monday night. That's going to be an insane match. I cannot wait for that match. Because I think Shapovalov can do it for sure. There's no reason he can't. Nadal's not going to overpower him. He might outsmart him. But Shapovalov's got just as much firepower in the tank as Nadal does these days, and he's younger and he can run for a lot longer. So I think if Shapovalov gets that first set against Nadal, it'd be super, super interesting. Shapovalov's now doing an interview, smiling big time. Crazy. Yeah, Rich is saying, excellent. Haven't seen this cool of a head from Denis ever. It's true. I think it's just maturity, right, guys? Like he's 22. And he's 22 and he's finding his confidence and his calmness. Wow. Wow. Shapo's just saying he's happy with where the game's at. It's feeling good. Yep. Yeah. Thanks, Noel. Appreciate it. Thanks for being here. Appreciate subscribing, everyone. Shapovalov just talking about meeting Rafa in the next round. He says he brought up the fact that they did just play in an exhibition where Shapovalov won that match. He said completely different conditions, obviously, but he said he's going to enjoy it. But I know Shapovalov believes he can win, and there's no reason that he shouldn't believe that. So that's just epic, folks. That is just great for Shapovalov. So I'm going to leave it there. Thank you guys for joining the Canadian tennis stream, the watch party. I had fun. It was a much more simple match than I kind of thought we'd have. But thanks so much for being here. Click the like button, subscribe to the channel. Yeah, and if you want to support our independent tennis journalism that you kind of see me doing here, you want to support our trips when we go to tournaments, when we ask pros, you can join the channel for just a couple bucks a month, or go on Patreon and do that. And then if you do that, you can send in questions for us to ask pros when we do interviews, and it just really supports the work that we do. So appreciate you guys. We will see you next time here, possibly tomorrow night, depending on how COVID is, but definitely Monday night on the Canadian tennis stream. We'll see you next time. Stephen Boughton out.